Hello, hello. All right, we are going to talk about all of your options. You have options. So often, I think when we step on the scale and we don't see weight loss, we assume that that is negative. We assume that's a bad thing. But the reality is, you had other options to you that, besides maintaining your weight, that you want to consider. One, you totally could have gained weight this week or be gaining weight. So, what's interesting about our minds is when we choose to focus on weight loss, we're obsessively focused on the scale. We check it maybe multiple times a day, before shower, after shower, before bathroom, after bathroom. I used to be an obsessive weigher, so I totally get that. But when you were gaining weight, did you obsessively check the scale? Ooh, I am up 2 pounds this week. Hoorah. No, you didn't. You probably did the typical thing we all do, which is you avoided the scale. So what I want you to do, your little homework assignment, if you will, is to take out a sheet of paper and write down options. Option 1, weight loss. I can choose to focus on losing weight. I can eat at a calorie deficit. I can do my exercise. You can do pros and cons. Pros, you'll become lighter over time. You'll probably get off medications over time. You will increase the quality of your life over time. Option 2, maintain my current weight. Did you even know that was an option? I'm 250 pounds, Heather. I can't maintain my weight. Yes, you absolutely can. And if you don't choose option 1, this would be the next best option to pick. Because historically speaking, if I were to randomly pluck somebody out of a grouping, okay, and I watch them over the course of their lifetime, and they are not managing their eating, and they're somebody who has always struggled with weight, more than likely they will gain weight over time. So if I check them at 30 and they're 150 pounds and they've always struggled with weight, and they've always struggled with eating, and they're an emotional eater and all sorts of stuff, over the course of 20 years, I would not be shocked if they were at 175, 180, would not shock me just by the aging process alone, especially for women as they do go through different changes. It would not shock me if you saw weight gain. That's just a very natural progression. So somebody who actually can maintain that 150 pounds for the rest of their life, or 250 pounds for the rest of their life, will actually be coming out ahead of our last option, which our last option is to do what we've been doing, eat what we want when we want it, deal with our emotional health with food. No worrying about food, no tracking food, not exercising intentionally for health benefits, just doing what you've always done. Over the course of time, your weight will more than likely go up if we're looking at a graph, okay? So this would be your weight gain over time category. So let's go over those again. Option 1, choosing to lose weight. Option 2, choosing to maintain weight. Option 3, choosing to gain weight. You would want to list out all of the behaviors that support those 3 options, the pros and cons for each one. And then when you get done with this assignment, what I really want you to think about is, at what point is option 3 ever a good choice? So we step on the scale, we think we've done everything, we don't see a goal, but we're kind of maintaining. Is that really the worst case scenario? Is that really worth getting upset about? Or is that your second best option if you're trying to shoot for weight loss? It's definitely your second best option. If you were seeing every week your weight going up and up and up, then you may want to say, okay, what can I do to course correct here? But I'm not going to turn a blind eye to this, right? I'm not going to choose option 3. Now, it's totally a choice you could have. You could say, hey, Heather, I really don't care. I'm going to eat what I want. I'm not worrying about exercise. Let it all play out the way it's going to play out. That's totally an option. You can go that route if you really, really want to. But I'm going to make the guess that most people who follow me, most people who listen to my podcast, if you're tuning into my YouTube channel, you actually want to improve the quality of your life. You want to improve the quality of your health. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, become a master of option 1 and option 2. Learn how to get into a calorie deficit, learn how to lose weight. And then if that can't happen for whatever reason, COVID, hurricane, any crisis, you lost a job, you're traveling, whatever. Learn how to master option 2, which is actively maintaining your weight. Which, by the way, actively maintaining your weight takes effort too. See, that's what's interesting. A lot of people don't think about that one. They see option 1 and they see option 3. They totally pass over option 2. Option 2 was the thing I needed the most help with. Like I got how to lose, definitely was good at gaining, but I was not savvy on the maintaining front. So I put a lot of my effort into learning option 2. But I think if we don't have this really honest discussion and all you are focused on is just weight loss, and you have a couple weeks where you don't see any but you're maintaining, you might chalk that up to a fail. But it's not. That's option 2. And I'd rather see you actively maintaining 230 pounds versus saying, you know what, screw it, put the scale away, bang it, not gonna weigh anymore, not gonna worry about tracking my food, not gonna worry about anything. I'm just gonna eat whatever the hell I want and do whatever I want and let the cards fall where they may. More than likely, if I come back to you in 10 years, you're gonna weigh more than 230. You just are. And that's an option. You could totally travel that route. But what I want to bring, the reason I want to have this discussion with you is if you were to say, I just want to stay with option 1 or option 2, and periodically you are going to gain a little weight, like through the holidays, there might be a slight bump up. But again, it's a controlled bump up. It's not a turning a blind eye to the issue and hoping for the best bump up. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to be aware of your options. I want you to think your pros and cons, because truly there's no cons for options 1 and 2. You maintain your weight, status quo. This is the situation you're in. You at least are familiar with it. You know how to manage it. Option 1, you're moving yourself into a healthier weight range, hopefully getting off maybe some prescribed medications, improving the quality of your life and movement. Option 3 is pretty messy. It doesn't look good as we age. It's hard on our joints. Typically, if you're taking medication, you'll need more medication. You may need surgeries. It may limit you on what you can and can't do. So really, I don't see how option 3 fits into most of our long-term plans. But yet we go to that when we don't see option 1 happen. It's like we skip over option 2 as if it doesn't exist. So this is why I wanted to discuss the 3 options. Make sure you do your homework. You're going to list out the pros and cons of each option, what would go into each option and what that looks like for you. And reminding yourself every time you step on the scale, every time you think something should have happened a certain way, remind yourself of your 3 options, and that options 1 and 2 are both very good. They are much better than option 3. You guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe to me on on YouTube. And then also, if you have any questions or additional help you need, always post it in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. You guys have a great day. Take care.